Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Tarot Collective. I am RoboMonk. Today we are seeing how and why you see this life so differently. Have you ever noticed that you have a unique perspective on this world? You have a unique way of seeing things and you're just not sure why, or maybe other people around you have said, wow, I've never really thought about things that way. We're going to see why. We're going to see how that affects your life. We're going to see everything about that. And then there might be something or a reason why that's happening right now. It may have come up even in a conversation recently with someone that you've known. All right. So let's just take a look at this question. Let's invite spirit into this sacred space and let's see what's going on. We have the tarot spread on the left. We have the spirit channeling on the right. I have no clue what's going to happen in the tarot spread. We're going to find that out together. And we have the spirit channeling on the right, different messages and artwork that I have gathered, and it's going to pertain to this tarot spread over here. We have lots of little goodies down below as we wrap up this session too, so stick around for that as well. So let's see why you, in this lifetime, have had such a unique perspective. And we'll go into what that actually means as well. All right, so let's go. We've got the Ace of Wands, inspiration, creative spark, new initiative and fresh energy, pure potential. Creativity, passion, and action. This brings pure creative potential and the spark of new inspiration. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's a fire sign. This is something all about that inspiration. So as you have walked your path of life, have you been inspired to do something? A lot of people out there, they have that inspiration, but they don't act on it. But this is something unique to you where you can have that inspiration and you do act on it, right? It's something that you have maybe planned ahead or are planning ahead to enact what is actually going on. And it's something that is so important to this life, so unique to you. And this is spirit coming through. And I've said this before, but it's true. It's spirit coming through and helping you achieve that unique perspective that you have. When we are in this human form, our soul is in this human form, we can doubt ourselves. We can doubt our voice. We can doubt a whole bunch of things that we are thinking as not important, as not as good as that other person's idea. And Spirit wants you to know, especially today, and you will know why that reason is, that that is not true. You have a unique and very important voice. It is something that this world needs right now. So with that inspiration that you're getting, is this something that you should act on? Spirit is saying yes. If there have been other projects that you have acted on before, Spirit is applauding you for trying and maybe even succeeding with those. There's lots of life lessons, even if you don't succeed in those different outcomes. It's something that is so important for us to do in our different adventures in this life. And you seem not afraid of starting something, okay? And a lot of people are, and that's okay. But the fact that you can get something going is very powerful. Let's see what else is going on. I'm attracted to this reversal. We do reversals on this channel. So we're going to find out the truth and nothing but the truth, right? So 7 of Cups reversed. Alignment, personal values, overwhelmed by choices and lack of options, making decisions. Yeah. So you may feel in this moment where you might not have a lot of choices, or in your past, you have not had a lot of choices. But then this unique perspective comes out and you say, wait a minute, what if I think about it this way? Or what if I think about it that way? Then my choices open up and I am actually able to move forward. The fact that this is next to the Ace of Wands is fantastic because I think it's something that is one of your superpowers, right? Your strengths, something that you're good at. Having that unique perspective, seeing the world in that different way, opens up a lot of your options that some others might not see. All right. And maybe even giving voice to those other people of their different options. Okay. You could even be a coach or a friend or a counselor to them, maybe not professionally, but you can say, hey, have you ever thought about doing it this way or thinking about it this way? All right. Let's see what else is here. We have the Star. Yes. Hope, faith, purpose, renewal and spirituality, inspiration and healing. If there's one thing I can say about this collective, there's so much hope, faith, and purpose in here, right? Y'all have so much love to give, so much faith and spirit, so much spirituality, and you love to go deep, right? You aren't afraid of the deep end of the pool, and you really like to think about things. So the fact that you have this star, all right, Aquarius, and it's all about innovative, humanitarian, and future-oriented, okay? So you're thinking about the future here. You're thinking about how your actions will affect the future, all right? And with all of this, this is so important. It has been important for many, many centuries, but even now, it is so important to think about the future and how our actions affect the future. I think you're really good at that too. Thinking about how different things that you're doing now will affect maybe the people that you love, the people that you care about, the people that may not even be on this earth yet, right? They have yet to have their life brought into them here in this human form. And you're thinking about those people as well. So I think you typically have this wider consciousness perspective. And what Neil deGrasse Tyson says is a cosmic perspective, where you look at things from a wide lens, okay? And other people may not be able to understand you about that. Like, why don't you care about these politics? Or why don't you care about this, that, or the other? It's very important, or what seems to be important right now. And you can say, well, we've had this before in history, or this will pass. I know it. I feel it, right? And there's other important things that I need to concentrate on right now rather than those things, right? So all of these different perspectives, I think another gift of yours is that you can take a while back, you can move back and see the actual bird's eye view of everything, how it interacts, how it plays together, how it works together. And I think that also inspires you. I think that inspires you and gives you a lot more perspective than others may have. And to see it so differently that way, I think it takes another unique person to understand you, right? So I think different animals may be attracted to you in the fact that they want to be around you because they are feeling that cosmic vibe from you, right? That really level vibe of saying, you know what? We're all in this. We're all one. We all know that we are in this together, right? We're spinning on this little globe all together and we need to work it out. And they like that. Animals like that about you, and they understand that about you. They feel safe around you. And when it comes to humans, that's going to be a little bit more selective, right? It's going to be fewer people that understand that perspective because it is a wider view. But when you do feel it, when in another person, it's truly special. It's something that a lot of us have maybe gone through something to awaken us to that cosmic perspective. And it's something that others have not yet, and that's okay, right? No fault of theirs, but It's really, you don't really want to come down from that cosmic perspective. You want to be in that cosmic perspective and actually see what you can do there. All right. And I think that it's a huge role of why you are the way you are. The Chariot: control, willpower, success, determination, and direction, victory through focus. I think the fact that you can have this inspiration, but then also get it done is very unique as well. So the fact that you can have an idea, or somebody gives you an idea and you say, yeah, I can do that, no problem. You take that, you give it your own perspective, and you bring it back. You say, here you go. Almost like an artisan, where they get an order, they fulfill it, and they bring it back with that unique look that's only from them. And with that Chariot, I also think there's something else. I also think this represents the journey that you have been on. It's something that is definitely unique to you, but I think a lot has happened in order for you to confidently stride in this chariot as this person is. And it's something that has given you that determination to keep going, right? It's given you that strength, that hope. And it's not to say that it's been easy. I think it's been pretty difficult for some of you. And to still have that hope, to still have that focus, to still have that inspiration is absolutely amazing. And Spirit wants you to know that too. So you've gone through many tests, yet you still have the drive to move. You have the Devil card: shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, and temptation, breaking free from bondage. Now, with this and these different perspectives, this could have been something that you were trying to break away from before, okay? This could have been something that you are currently trying to break away from. And this can be different things. It doesn't have to be drugs. It can be addiction to other people's opinions, all right? Addiction to perfection, yeah. Addiction to timeliness, yeah. Addiction to work. So maybe that expands your mind a little bit about what the Devil card can be. It doesn't have to be something that is drugs or something like that, okay? So all of this is so important. And I think this being connected to that chariot, this may have given you the drive to move on, to find your faith, to find spirit, to find your balance between the light and the dark, and to actually be able to come out better, focused, more determined than you were before. Maybe in your early life, or maybe sometime in your life, you felt a little lost. You felt you didn't have direction. You didn't have that drive. And then something has inspired you, right, lately to say, you know what? I only have a finite amount of time here, and I'm going to make it worthwhile. I'm going to make it worth my while. I'm going to make it worthwhile of others and spirit, right? You have the Page of Cups, creative opportunities again, intuitive messages, curiosity, and possibility, new emotions. Yes. So here in this collective, I know we are curious. We are curious because we get together many times a week to see what Spirit wants us to know, right? We are curious about what these emotions mean. We are curious about what's going to happen next. We're curious about all the different cosmic entities that are out there. We're curious about so much about this life. And talk about passion, right? Talk about being creative. Talk about all of those different knowledge bases that we want to tap into. And it seems like so much, and we don't have that much time. But the fact that you want to, the fact that you really are that emotional depth, you have that emotional depth is, again, unique. A lot of people just go through the life, go through the motions, and that's where they're at. There's no judgment on that. But what I'm saying is Spirit is saying that you go through this life a little differently. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Because when I say you go through this life a little differently, that can mean sometimes, and see if I'm right about this, that other people don't understand you, don't quite get what you're saying, or they may say, you know what, I don't think we're vibing together, or there are other things I have to do that I think are more important than what you're doing. And so that leaves us a little bit more isolated. Yeah, it's a little bit of an isolation if you see the world differently. If you look at all of the different artists that have been such geniuses out there, they've had a lot of isolation because they see the world differently as well. Now they're appreciated maybe 100 years later when people catch up to it. And you may feel the same way, where you are in a different, almost like perspective or plane or whatever you want to say, and you are seeing things differently. Spirit is encouraging you to write that down, to draw it, to do it, whatever that is, because it doesn't matter if people get it now. They will when they're supposed to. And the fact that if you don't do it now, it won't be here in this earth plane for people to actually get 100 years from now. Okay. So this is something that is a little bit more cosmic perspective. It's that wide angle view of, okay, if I don't do it now, if I don't plant that seed right now, that tree won't grow. And it's not going to be impressive for the next 10, 15 years, but it will be. And it's something that needs to be said, and it will be. So this is something a little different. This is a little bit different message from Spirit today, isn't it? It's like a lot of times you're like, oh yeah, tomorrow this will happen, or next week this will happen. This is more of like, you have this amazing message that you need to say, or there's this amazing action that you need to do. And it may not pay off for a long time, but generations to come will be better for it. So those of you that are attracted to this is something that needs to be said. All right? Okay. We also have the Page of Wands. Lots of starting, right? Enthusiasm, exploration, discovery, and free spirit. New ideas and inspiration. Yes. So this is awesome. Like, this whole spread so far is such a creative spread. It's like got artists to the max. Because a lot of times artists go into this wanting to see different perspectives. Or they just have this passion that they can't shake. This enthusiasm that everything just needs to come out. All right. And it's Spirit pushing it out of this soul onto this 3D earth plane. And it's something that is so beautiful. Think of like Mozart, right? He died when he was young, right? 35, I think. And he just couldn't write quick enough to get all of the notes down that he had in his head. And I'm talking about that kind of enthusiasm, that kind of passion, that kind of action where you just can't help it, but you need to do it. And there may have been other things getting in the way, but Spirit is saying, do it, right? Now's the time. Now is your time. And it's something that is so important there. With these two, so you've got the enthusiasm and you've got these intuitive messages and curiosity. I mean, this is really cool. Really great start. You've also got the wisdom and the focus. You've got the past that has inspired you to move on. You've got the hope for the future. You've got the creative inspiration and the way to really find out these unique perspectives. I think it's really cool. Okay. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, which this could lead to more financial opportunities for you. All right. So this could lead to also spiritual, physical, and emotional opportunities. I love to include everything in the Pentacles because it is something that is abundance. Yeah. So abundance is measured so differently by other people, and I want to honor that as well. But new financial opportunity as well. Let's not forsake that. And we have this manifestation. So with all of this, you see the world differently, and there's so much you can do with it. So Spirit is saying, don't run away from that, right? Even if it is or can be isolating to you, do it anyways, right? The fact that you are here and you have a small soul tribe, then don't worry about it, right? Honor the soul tribe that you have and do that inspiration that you are meant to do. Now, we have a lot of spirit channeling coming up as well. And I know for a fact that there are some definite similarities to these cards, but also a little bit more additional messages. All right. I got poison resistant. Poison resistant. It really seems that this lends to your unique perspective. And I think it's because of this card here that you've become poison resistant. Now, what do I mean by that? You can really look at a situation or an environment or a person that does not have good intentions. And they are on a different journey than you. Again, there's no judgment, but you also say, I'm not going to fall for that. I may have fallen for that in the past when I was more naive, but I'm not going to do it again. So you are not in my soul tribe. All right. I wish you well. I wish you well on your path. We all are one, but you cannot learn anything from me. We're not on the same path. Here you go. Right. So you've become resistant to maybe those poisonous energies, those poisonous ways that other people may try and put upon you, but it's something that is so unique and helpful, right? A lot of times these gifts that we have are so helpful to us from Spirit and we don't even realize it. Okay, so that unique perspective. I got this one. This one was, once you're in, you are gold. And this talks about your soul tribe. And your soul tribe is something that is very, very, very special to you. Extremely special to you. Because it is so hard won. What do I mean by that? To get into your soul tribe and to create your soul tribe, you have gone through many difficulties, right? So you may have thought others were in your soul tribe and they turned out not to be. Different betrayals, things like that. But the fact is, there are, or there will be, a few unique individuals. Now, I always like to say plants, animals, and humans. We don't want to limit it. But there are a few unique individuals that will pass, that will become like gold to you, that will create this abundance in your life. And you will honor them, you will cherish them, or if you have them now, you honor and cherish them now. And the fact that you actually are aware of that you honor what you have and you love what you have, you create and treat them like gold, is something also unique and you see differently from others as well. This is something that is so beautiful. And once you're in your gold, and I truly believe that, like once you are in your little soul tribe, you are gold. And that's a great way to think about it. Yeah. All right. So to get into your soul tribe, though, this is something where I've done it, and maybe you have too, where it's the testing the bridge of bonds, right? So when someone is trying to approach you as a friend or as a coworker or some kind of business deal, anything, lover, that you're not immediately open to them being into your life, right? There are many different situations, experiences that you want to have together before they are put into your circle of goodness, right? Into your soul tribe. And that is okay. Spirit is saying that is absolutely fine, because this is something that you need to do because you've been burnt in the past. You've been maybe even tricked in the past. And to have that bridge even extended out for people to walk on is a progression for you. It's something you didn't have for a while. But now coming through with that, it's something that is sacred to you. You cherish that bridge of opportunity for people to come into your life, but you also say, okay, we got to test this bond, right? And it may not even be you putting out different purposeful tests. Okay. Some of you might. Others might wait for an opportunity, okay, where this person is tested to see really what are they like? Are they going to stick around? Are they telling the truth? Are they doing things that benefit themselves and you and others around you? Are they making this world a better place? All of those different things are very important to you. And the fact is that you are testing those bonds. And that's very good. Very unique. We have friendship of light. And once again, this is like this gold, this friendship of light. I do see if there are people already in your soul tribe, or if there isn't right now, I do see another one or two people coming in, all right, in the near future, where they pass those tests. And that's pretty darn cool, right? When you actually get to know a person and they pass those tests, it's very rare, but very awesome. In the truest sense of the word, it is awesome. It's full of awe when you can say, wow, I really, really, really vibe with this person and they vibe back. It's such an awesome feeling. And this can be also animals and plants as well. But the fact is that I do see two humans, all right? Two humans coming in to your life in the near future. This one, yeah, all right. I like this one because it says just go. Just go. And you don't mean them any hate. You don't mean them any harm. You aren't vindictive like that, but you're just letting the people that don't need to be in your life out, right? So when you're testing those bonds of that bridge, some people pass, some people don't, but you just let them go if they don't pass. And I think that's also unique. You see this world differently because a lot of people think, oh, well, that person is supposed to be important to me because society says so. You don't see it that way. And that's healthier for it, because you may have been placed, say, in a family or in a friendship or in a workspace where this person is supposed to be, according to society, very important to you, but they aren't. In fact, they're a negative influence on you, and you're letting them go. You're letting them go, not with hate, but also you don't need them to stick around because they really aren't helping the environment, your environment. They aren't really helping your path, and you aren't helping theirs either, right? It's just not a match. It's just not a match, and you're letting them go. And a lot of people don't. And the fact that you do is also how you see this world a little differently. This one's so cute. draped emotions revealed. And I like this with the Page of Cups over here. So at first, when I got that, I thought, is that negative? Is that something that's negative? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And then I saw this, and I saw this person here. And I feel like you can see almost through people. And I've had this one other time before, but it feels like this is a positive one where before it was negative. You can see different gifts that other people have that they may not realize that they have yet. All right. And you can be one of those people that actually is a cheerleader, that actually encourages them, that actually inspires them to be the best possible person they can be. And that gives back, right? Those are some awesome vibes that you get back from that too, to seeing a person actually flourish, or an animal, right? Or a plant. That's a perfect way to have all of those three categories flourish. But you see something different in them. And I'm kind of thinking like a dog trainer or something, where this dog could be vicious and no one understands what's going on. You can understand the situation, go in there and just talk to that dog. It almost seems like you are like that dog whisperer, right? You can go in and you have that matched energy, and the dog just behaves differently around you. That could be with humans as well, where you're like, okay, I see this person. They don't get along with a lot of people, but you know what? We're vibing. This is amazing. And I love their perspective and they love mine. And we can just have this small little soul tribe, right? It's absolutely amazing. And I think they don't realize how special they are because no one has told them yet. And I think you're going to be one of the first people that do. All right. And that's going to mean the world to them. This one was freezing the moment. Freezing the moment. Because I think you can. I think you have either earned this gift or you've been given it. Now, if you've earned it, that really means that you have gone through the ringer and you've gone through several different trials to earn this gift. But the fact is that you can stop time. Now, can you stop time? I don't know. But it feels like it, where this person is talking to you. And again, you can really see their intention. You can see all the different details of their face. You can see all of their hidden emotions. You may be almost like a lie detector, right? Where you can see what they're actually saying through their eyes, through their vibe, through their aura. And sometimes it's really good. I want to say that because a lot of this can be tilted towards the negative, and that's good for protection, but you can also see the positive in people as well. So you have both. All right. You have both. So you can actually stop time and see the amazingness that is in front of you, or you are able to stop time and protect yourself as well. You're really able to do both, which is awesome. And then I got plowing past the stones. Now, when you're a farmer and you have to plow the field, you got to get all the stones out, right? Or else it's not going to work very well. But the fact is you are going and you are still plowing despite the stones, right? You are just making it work. Even though there have been a lot of obstacles, maybe there's been a lot of different challenges for you, you are still moving on. And what I love about this is it reminds me of the chariot, right? This little tractor and the chariot really remind me of that parallel. You are moving on despite the obstacles. Yes, there might still be more, but you have that determination to move on and that hope to move forward with. So that is awesome. All right. We have the angel number 1919, completion and new beginnings. One chapter closes and another opens. trust in cyclical nature of life. All right, awesome. We also have the current moon phase, waxing gibbous, which is tomorrow, Monday, November 3rd, 2025. And if you are seeing this on a different day, it's just the vibe and the energy of the reading, okay? Refinement and perseverance. The energy is building towards completion, supporting fine-tuning, editing, and perfecting your work. This is a time for persistence, making adjustments, and staying focused on your desired outcome, just like the Chariot. All right, cool. Ancient wisdom symbol, sacred feather. Native American and universal, we have represents truth, honor, and connection to the divine. Symbolizes spiritual evolution and the ability to rise above earthly concerns. That cosmic perspective. Yes. And messages from spirit guides. Awesome. I love that. We have the spirit animal guide of the bear. Strength, introspection, and healing. The bear embodies raw strength, balanced with gentle, nurturing energy. Hibernate when needed. Sounds great to me. Emerge renewed. Also good. Bear medicine teaches the importance of rest, reflection, and going within for answers. That rest and reflection sounds good to me. How about you? Yeah. All right. Cosmic Zodiac dice. We have the dynamic trinity, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo. 2 water signs with Earth create a dynamic tension. Your primary energy flows through emotional wisdom, just like that Page of Cups, yeah? But practical grounding adds important balance, like that Ace of Pentacles. This combination creates productive friction between different energies, forcing growth and creativity. All right, that's awesome. And we have the Garnet, passion, energy, and manifestation. Goes right along with this reading. The stone of passion and commitment, Garnet ignites the fire within and inspires love, devotion, and dedication to your path. This deep red crystal activates and energizes the root chakra, bringing vitality, courage, and grounding. Ancient warriors wore garnet for protection, used garnet for passion, vitality, manifestation, and energizing all chakras. Collective, thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate all of you, and I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today as well. All right, there's a lot to do, and own your unique perspective on this world, right? Because you are meant to have it. It is yours. It is important. It is important to voice it. Take care, and I'll see you next time.